All right. You guys are back in the building, back in the building. You already know you on the Hater World. I'm your host, Blue Devil. And today we got a Blue Devil reaction. The title of the video is Aaron the Plumber Scam Vlad TV out of an interview. Now, look, I heard the chit and the chatter of what happened or the mist of it. I guess Aaron the Plumber was flown out by Vlad to do an interview, not paid. All right, not paid, but given a flight and a Momo, and Aaron the plumber ran off on the plug. All right, now look, I already know it's going to be controversial because one of the guys that's on this podcast is one of the guys from that other podcast that where all they do is cry and they do WWE headlines. You're going to find out right now who that is. But look, I already know it's going to turn into something that is not because of that guy. All right. So before we press play on this Blue Devil reaction, I want to give a couple of announcements real quick. So if you want to forward this to like the 3-minute mark, so that way you don't hear the announcements, handle your business. All right. But other than that, today is Friday. It's already 6 p.m., bro. Late for me to do a reaction. But when this is dropping and you're watching this, go check us out. We'll probably be live playing music. We're going to play music tonight. I'm going to have Trap Boy in the building. Playboy might be in the building. But we're going to play music around 6. No, it's really 6. Damn, we're going to start at 7. We're going to start at 7. All right, maybe 7:30, but we're going to be live. Pull up. We're going to bump music. We're going to talk about current events, hot topics. You know how that be. In other news, we got the Kool-Aid podcast out now. Go run it up. Even if you haven't watched it or don't have time to watch it, go hit it with a like. Go write some in the comments because that video is not getting enough play. It was banned. I say it was that video, that podcast was cursed from the start, bro. We couldn't go live the day she came. Then I tried to upload it and it was lagging for some weird reason. Then I uploaded it again and the premiere was getting reported. So right now, it's at a few thousand views. We need to get it through the roof. I will make clips for it tomorrow. So that way we can run up the numbers with the clips and the shorts. All right. So do me a solid. Go like the video. Go share the video. And tomorrow, Saturday, it is Mother's Day, but we also going to have American Cholo in the building. All right. Damn, I pressed that too many times. We going to ask him about all the current events, the 100 people and no jumper, the knockout punch, the dude pounding on the wall. We're going to ask him everything and anything. I guarantee you that podcast is going to be retarded fire, homie. So pull up to that one tomorrow, 6 p.m., maybe somewhere around there. It's probably going to go on for a few hours too. And everybody, I want you to keep the homie Droops in your prayers. All right. There's some cracking over there right now, you know, not specifically with him, but around him. So I want you to keep him in your prayers. We will see him back sometime next week. Salute to my boy. He already know. I already saw some narrative floating around of some fools running their mouth with fake news, talking about he left. Hey, listen, that fool is part of the hater world, bro, until he feels that he don't want to be part of the hater world no more. All right. But yeah, everybody keep him in your prayers. All right, keep him in your prayers, and we will see him sometime next week. We will be doing a giveaway tonight on the live, so pull up. Damn, this shit is long. We will be doing a giveaway tonight, so a couple of them as a matter of fact. All right, so let's go ahead and watch this video and see what's going on with Munchie B, Lush One, Adam, and this new guy named Brian. No, what's that fool's name? I think it's Brian. Let's go.
Use a dirt bag. We're going to talk about it. Aaron the plumber. Listen up. I'm going to tell you guys what happened.
This is scandalous.
This is scandalous. Over the weekend, Vlad TV was in New York. He had a conversation with Aaron the plumber. He wanted to get him on the show. He's viral right now. Makes sense. So, Vlad has the conversation with him. Aaron the plumber is used to getting a bag for doing content because these 20 versus ones, etc. They print money off that shit. It always goes viral. So Aaron the plumber's asking for whatever amount of money. Vlad basically tells him, like, hey, we can get you a flight and we can get you a hotel, but that's it. Are you down? Aaron the plumber ends up saying yes. Aaron the plumber gets
Aaron
on
the
flight,
plumber does
flies his
charge,
ass
bro,
out to New
because
York,
we try to hit him up.
stays in the hotel room. The next morning,
We try to hit him up, and he hit us with a fee as well. All right, he hit us with a fee, so that is normal of him charging. Let's go.
but that's it. Are you down? Aaron the plumber ends up saying yes. Aaron the plumber gets on the flight, flies his ass out to New York, stays in the hotel room. The next morning, supposed to go do the Vlad TV interview, goes ghost. Does not respond to Vlad. Now, if you know Vlad, Vlad's about his bread. Vlad had security there, which was one of Aaron the plumber's requests. When you think about the flight and the hotel, even just Vlad's time that he thought that he was doing this thing that day, he's got to pay for the filmer guy to be there. In Vlad's words, he's out about $2,000 for this whole thing, $2,500. Vlad hits me up pissed, asking me, does Aaron the plumber have a reputation of this type of shit, etc. My response was that we have had, Aaron the plumber is weird because we'll be having a conversation about doing content together, and then he'll just kind of ghost me. Like we'll send a bunch of messages back and forth rapidly, and then I'll be like, okay, you want to do that thing today? And then he'll just stop responding. So this does seem to be kind of his thing. Aaron the plumber basically goes on social media and starts bragging about it, saying, hey, Vlad, you didn't pay me enough. You had me all the way in the back of the plane. The seat didn't recline, etc. So Aaron's pissed that Vlad is trying to expose him. And even when I messaged Aaron and wrote LOL, why are you doing my boy Vlad like that? Instantly, Aaron's pissed that Vlad, he was even having this conversation with people, even telling his friends that from his perspective, he got scammed. So then Aaron the plumber posts the conversation on his Instagram story, which included Vlad's phone number.
Wow.
So all of a sudden, Vlad's getting, a million calls.
Yeah, that's not cool, dog. You don't put nobody's number out there on blast like that. That's not good business. That's not good business. But the crying about sitting at the back of the plane, did you request first class? Did you request a seat with the seat warmer on it? Did you request this, and that? Probably not. So listen, dog, you knew the job was dangerous when you took it.
Text from all the Aaron the plumber fans, plumbers all over the world. And Vlad is a vengeful god. He goes into his bag, starts having conversations with people, and I cannot spoil it. I've been sworn to secrecy, but apparently within the next day or two, we are going to have a clip dropping on Vlad's channel of him having a conversation with Wack in which paperwork of a kind is coming out that realistically, from what I've seen and the confidence that Vlad seems to have about this, the confidence that Wack seems to have about this, Aaron the plumber's reputation as a tough guy may be coming to an abrupt end.
Okay, they probably got paperwork on Aaron the plumber, right? But listen, bro, nobody cares no more. Look at Double Dimes, the biggest PC on the internet. Look at Double Dimes. Nobody cares. Nobody cares. Like nowadays, there is more sympathizers. There's more people that relate with the PCs than with the real ones. Because look, the real is a chosen few. Right. Fake, liars, manipulators, PCs, dropouts, tons of them, right? So you got people in the middle that are not tough guys. They are not like active. And I don't mean active like prison. I just mean like they're not tough guys, right? And so they can't relate with the gangsters. They can't relate to the gangsters because the gangsters too tough, too macho, too much, rah-rah. So they can relate to the softies. They can sympathize with these guys because these guys are the ones we want peace and the raza and the community. Even though they're lying, but the people could relate because they believe them people. So when paperwork like that comes out, nobody cares. The sympathizers are already sympathizing. The real already got a tight circle where the real ain't got to really worry about none of that shit. So at the end of the day, bro, it's a waste of time, bro. And anything coming out of Wack 100's mouth is all 99.9% unbelievable. So if you believe anything that comes out of Wack's mouth, it's wild, homie. Okay, it is wild. All right. And it saddens me, right? I'll give it to you like this. That fool, Double Dime's always talking about the raza, the raza. Everything's about the raza, but he's on his knees for the black man. He just made a video where he called that one fool. There's a YouTuber, a black YouTuber, 16 to Life, and that fool called him and apologized to that vato. What happened to the tough guy shit? Then he's over there licking a wax chorizo, believing him. Nah, he don't believe him. He's just running with the fake narrative, against me. So it's like, damn dog, you love Black Wessel? That's crazy. I mean, you could like whatever you like. That's you. We already know you in the closet with the reactions. So you probably in the closet. Oh, now it makes sense. Now it makes sense. All right. But again, nobody cares about paperwork. All right. You will lose followers and subscribers, but not life changing. Your views will drop, but not life changing. But I will tell you one thing I learned. Eventually people will get tired of the same story. And if you cannot think on the fly, or you cannot switch it up like this, then you're gonna lose, my boy. All right. So paperwork on the plumber, who cares? Who cares?
Now, how much do people really care about that? I don't really know because, YSL Woody obviously was out here doing every kind of content, piece of content over the years. But
if the people like you, they like you, bro. If the people like you, they like you. That's it.
it might be a rough week for Aaron the Plumber, from what I can see.
Okay, so I'm assuming that this is either paperwork that alludes to him having sex charges or snitch charges.
Not sex charges. I will say that
Okay.
I can't put that on
I
him.
think the sex charges will hurt him more than some gangster shit.
You're right.
Yeah,
You're right.
yeah,
That for
yeah.
sure would be worse.
Yeah, absolutely. And at the end of the day, if he's still down to run hands, he's still down to, because I never thought of like Aaron the Plumber as a gangster.
Yeah, me either.
Just me personally, my perception of him, he's a regular dude that's down to throw hands and does funny.
But I
content.
think at a certain point he was more explicitly with the gang. I don't know exactly what he was claiming.
I don't know why people think you have to be from a gang to be down. You should see my inbox. You're a tagger, you're a tagger, you're a tagger, you're a tagger, you're a tagger. And the fuck? Since when do taggers not have guns? I'm not a tagger, but since when do taggers do not have weapons? Since when do taggers don't fight? Like, what are you talking about? So what? I'm not, but so what? Oh, you're arrested and well, shut the. You don't know nothing. Number one, and number two, what's that got to do with having huevos? A lot of you fools are so confused, dog. It's crazy. It is crazy to see a lot of you fools on your knees for other men. That's crazy.
Him, but he was around a lot of people while he was locked up, etc. It does feel like he maybe consciously took a step back from that, because I've seen interviews where people really try to press him. Stockton is a gang-related city. You're from Stockton. Tell us like who you were rolling with, etc. And he seems like he doesn't really like to get into details about that. Now, I'm
For what?
still perfectly willing to do content with him. Regardless.
For what? Were you on the internet?
From my perspective,
We're not gangbanging.
this is definitely going to throw a stick in the spokes, as they say.
I heard the homie Donut spit on him or something. Donut for Queen Street?
That definitely happened.
Yeah.
Spit on his back.
It was
Pause.
it was like a weird moment though. He did spit on him.
Aaron was up in
What
his
did Aaron
face.
do?
Hey, Bradinsky, we gonna fade in a real way. And then Aaron just turns around. He got like no shirt on, and all of a sudden, blah,
Aaron looked like he was way
blows a
more with
huge
the activities
loogie on his back.
So what happened though? He didn't get off or nothing?
Nah,
He just took the spit.
He tried to get off.
I feel like there was security there and shit.
Yeah.
but it didn't really turn
That's
into
a W
anything.
for Inglewood. Shout out Donut. Everything.
Oh, he's from. Oh, I didn't even know.
Yeah, he's from
we
Moscow.
got to get
He is,
Donut
bro,
on here.
Bro is from Donuts from Inglewood.
Can we have him
and
pull
He's
up?
a very respected.
Yeah, shout out
He's
Donut.
out here.
Yeah.
Oh, let's do it.
No cap.
That's not Devil Donut.
Who?
Devil and Donut are two different.
All right, this big fat guy, his name's Brandon, dog. That fool puts nothing. He does no input whatsoever. All his views are race related and I've said this before, victim mentality. That's him. Always, bro. Always. He could take it how he wants. I know he likes to make content and smut people up, but that's what he is. He does race. It's called race baiting content, and he also does content on victim mentality. Okay, you owe him something. The world owes him. He's entitled. This, that. Okay, him. I'm not saying other homies. I'm not saying Lush, Adam. I'm saying him. What I've noticed from him, it's always him crying about how people owe him or people need to do this and do that. The day he went up there about me, he had a list of things that I was just like, what the fuck? What the fuck? Let's watch this. Let's watch this. Let's watch this. Let's watch this full crash.
I know. But
Who's Devil?
was Brick trying to shout out this donut?
No, he's shouting
Right.
out
Talking about
fools
Devil
from
from
Fodies.
Fodies.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, Devil and but now Devil Donut's like his own incarnation that exists as an entity. And ChatGPT, do your best.
I'm a bit conflicted on this one.
With the spit.
No. Spit thing is like
Oh, he
That's
wins.
disrespectful.
that's disrespectful. But then it's like with that one, it's like it's disrespectful. But then there's security. So if you spit on somebody and they turn around and want to fight you, I feel like you're kind of obligated to fight them because that's like walking up to somebody, pulling off your glove and slapping them across the face, and that's a challenge.
Aaron
but
tried to
I'm
fight
not.
him, though.
Okay, he good on that one. I'll give him props on that one. Okay, Brandon, props on that one. Like a lot of people will be like, well, he should have fought because they spit on him. Fool. If you try to fight and there's security right there, what are you supposed to do? Like some things, fool, is best left for another time.
Yeah, but they said there's security. Or
I
something.
thought that it was, I mean, we could even watch the video, but I thought that it was on a reality show, which made me feel
was.
differently about it too. But it was. Okay, but then people told me it wasn't.
It was at the filming of a reality show at Ray J's crib in ATL,
okay.
but it was not actually on air. And it was over a f***ing cell phone charger.
I remember Aaron.
Literally.
I'll be ready to kill over a cell phone charger
go
too,
over
so I
my
kind of
cell
feel
These
phone.
days, yeah.
that's my lifeline.
That's the biggest item of theft.
I go broke if I don't have one.
They was about to squab L over a phone charger.
All I know is Aaron the plumber called out a bunch of fades, and then he got threatened by Whack. But that's was what Whack put out on the whatchamacallit. But what the thing with the Vlad thing is like,
It's weak.
one,
Bad
if
business.
you make an agreement to do something, you should always do it. But on the other hand, Vlad, you disrespecting that man, knowing he's getting paid to do content. This has become his full-time career. He walked away from what seems to be a lucrative job as a plumber.
Right.
He helps people. And you out here trying to treat niggas like slaves. I'm going to be real. Like,
How is it? How is
I told you. Slaves? Slaves. It's because Vlad TV is white. Dog, what is wrong with people? What is wrong? Let's continue to listen, dog.
entering into
Yo, what?
a mutual agreement to fly somebody out to do content? How is that treating them like a slave?
Yeah,
He could have said no.
He looked at that as disrespecting boot gang though.
Yeah, that's what I think too. That's what I know happened.
So yeah,
Bro thought about it.
Bro, Vlad was trying to do good business, and then Aaron the plumber basically created a scenario in which now everybody, myself included, I'm still willing to do content with him, but if I hit him up for an interview tomorrow
No
and
money.
he say, yeah, give me a flight and a hotel, I'm gonna say, nah, get your own flight and hotel. I'll give you the money the second that we're done the interview, but you
Facts.
have officially proven that you are not a trustworthy person.
Oh,
to do
so he
content
was
with.
gonna pay him.
yeah.
No, he wasn't gonna. He was just. He got him a flight and a hotel.
Yeah. So what was Aaron the plumber getting out of that?
Nothing.
Promo on a platform with millions of watchers, using that in his catalog for future references. Now being able to charge other platforms because look, I've already made it to the big ones. I already made it to No Jumper, Vlad. So from here on out, I need to get paid, right? But let's continue.
Exposure.
Nah, he got
wait a sec.
exposure.
He just got a free trip.
But Vlad is a big platform, and I can see why somebody like Aaron the Plumber would want to do Vlad, even if he's not getting paid for that, even if he also did get paid for all these reality
Vlad-
shows, 20 versus 1s, etc.
gotta-
Now, if I'm Vlad, I would have been down to pay him.
You sure?
Because he's a
sure
huge.
Vlad
He's
wasn't paying?
huge.
Vlad-
He's looking at Munchie B like, back me up. You're black, I'm black, back me up. That fool does that type of shit, bro. Look at him. Rewind this. Look at how he looks at Munchie.
If I'm Vlad, I would have been down to pay him.
You sure?
Because he's a
sure
huge.
Vlad
He's
wasn't paying?
huge.
Vlad told you he wasn't paying.
Vlad told me he wanted $5
Look at him looking at Munchie.
grand, and then Vlad said, "Nah, we could pay for your flight and hotel." And they're like,
So
"All
we
right."
won't
Give him something though. That, but look.
A piece of the
You treat him like a
monetization.
Flight and hotel is
He
something.
usually
You
does
flew
that.
him out like a broad. Somebody you getting flued out and that's it.
listen. Listen.
So I think that's
To
why
me, though, that's a mutual agreement based on what you are worth.
Listen.
Fly me out.
No,
Vlad.
it's not.
And
It's-
if there's a massive disagreement about what you're worth and you don't think that that's fair, then say, all right, bet maybe when I'm in New York next time or I'm in LA next time, I'll hit you up and we can do the podcast or an interview. But if you lie and say that you're going to do it and then ghost him, that takes everybody who ever thought about paying you to do some content
Never
and
pay
puts
you
them in
again.
the position where you are.
Look, bro, it's this simple, all right? Vlad TV hit up Aaron the plumber, said, hey, I want you on the show. And Aaron said, I need money. The same way he told us he wanted money. We told him, look, fool, we don't pay, but we are one of the Southside homie podcast for the culture, raza, whatever you want to call it. So if you're trying to look and gain fans with the Mexican community, we good over here, right? We not no dropouts, PCs, none of that shit. We gonna treat you well. Plus, he was on that I'm gonna link up with the raza type shit. So who else is perfect than a couple of people out here? American Cholo, TheHaterWorld, Hood Stocks, LA Icon, and Brown Bag, and there you go, right? And so that's what we told him. That's what you get. He said, oh, when we in LA, I'll let you know. All right, cool, whatever. So the minute that Vlad hit him up and said, we're not gonna pay you, but we'll book you the flight and the Momo, right there, Aaron the plumber should have said, nah, fool, that's not enough. I'm cool. I don't want that. I want 10 grand. I want 10 racks. But the minute you accept that shit and like a man, you say, that's what I want, I'll accept it. There's no going back to it, dog. There is no saying, oh, well, you set me in the back. Or nah, now I feel like I want money. Nah, now you owe me. No, dog. You agreed to it. You accepted it. So now you got to deal with it, dog. Straight up. Because now people in the future are going to be like, we ain't giving that fool no money. What if he robs us too? And for the other fool, Brandon, to talk about race, what the fuck does race got? You treating him like a slave because he didn't give him no money? What are you talking about, dog? What the fuck does the slavery got to do with Aaron the plumber accepting a job? That goes to show you that fool's mind way is just so beat already that that's all he thinks about. Let's see what they got to say now.
Now viewed as not trustworthy.
If you come at me like a sucker, I'm gonna treat you like a sucker. This dude took someone. Vlad is big, but he ain't got nothing on Pop the Balloon. They're hitting 1 million every video, damn near.
Whoa.
So
Aaron,
Vlad TV got what you call catalog, a career, and that fool got legendary status in the podcast game for the hip hop culture. Pop the Balloon can be here today and they could be gone tomorrow. You can't compare somebody that's built something for all these years for somebody that's hot today, because we don't know what next year carries for them, or a month from them, or 6 months. They could be wiped out and Vlad will still be here. Stop it with these stupid comparisons.
made that.
listen, everybody already look at Vlad like a culture vulture, and he was acting like one. I know
I
you're
mean-
big.
He was
Listen,
entering into a mutual agreement to pay him for his time.
listen, man.
Or he paid him with a flight and hotel.
Listen. You disrespected the man with the offer.
That ain't disrespect.
Listen, yes, it is.
That's the
Then don't accept it. Don't accept it. Don't accept it. Say, I'm cool, dog. I don't need it.
ultimate in respect.
Not only
According
that-
to you, that's not disrespect. But what I'm telling you is, shout out to Aaron the plumber. Maybe it took him to get on that plane and get out there.
Shut the fuck up. Pura mierda habla ese güey. Pura mierda. Pura mierda. Oh, maybe he had to go out there to think about his worth. They owe us money, whatever the fuck he said, slavery, and they treated me like a fucking pet. Man, shut the fuck up. You either accept the deal or you don't. And if you accept it, follow through. And if you don't follow through, you looked upon as bad business. All right? Next time, say, yo, Vlad, I'm cool. I need money. Done deal. With that being said, I'll see you guys tonight, 7 p.m. Music Live with Trap Boy, all right? I'll see you guys in the bed. Let's go.